Hello everybody, welcome back. This is Galrock and we're here today on episode 18 of my Galropack Let's Play series. We've been working on Thaumcraft for a while. I decided I'd like to take a break on it for a little while and work on some other stuff. I am still working on that super node that I started on a few episodes ago and still getting it built up to the level I'd like to see it at, but you know, I'm going to keep working on that before I show you some more things in Thaumcraft I want to do. So, what we're going to do today is actually start on a little bit of Botania. First thing we need to do is get a little bit of our little bit of mana built up. So, let's start by making a petal apothecary. And we'll just use the regular one. Oops. I should be in there. There we go. Just do like that. Oh, I need some cobblestone slabs. Alright. There we go. And, you know, I've been over here working on the Botania flower seeds. You can see I've got them all built up now. So, grab one of those petals, and we have a petal apothecary. And I have created a new room for us. This is going to be for Botania. I think it turned out looking pretty nice, don't you? I hope so. So we need to put some water down somewhere for this petal apothecary. I haven't done that yet. We'll do that. Yeah, I think over in this corner. You know what? I'm going to go to the other corner, because I'm going to eventually expand our AE system in here, so rather have it closer. Alright. Let's see. Buckets. I have buckets. Alright. So let's go over here. And just a simple little 2x2 will work just fine. And yeah, my shovel leveled up with Silk Touch, so oh well. I'm not going to complain too much about that. There we go. You know, it occurs to me, instead of having this, yeah, you know what? Let's do it. Let's do something different. Let's use another one of those Pam's Harvest Craft wells. Let's see. We can use another stone basin. We could make a brick well. What else? There's something else. Yeah, here we go. A clay jug, a stone basin, a water barrel, or a brick well. You know what? I think that water barrel would look pretty good. So let's do that. I think that'll match in that room quite nicely. Yeah. Now the first thing we're going to make is pure daisy. So we need a couple of things we can look at. Let's see. Do I have that in here? Or is it in my system? Or have I even found one? Let's see. Hey, get in there. No, I haven't. Okay. Well, let's make Alexa Botania. All we need for that is a book and a sapling. Just like so. And there is some really cool stuff to read. but we can look at the basics and mechanics, and the pure daisy is the first thing we're going to want. We can use it to craft living wood and living stone. So we're going to need some seeds. Oh good, I have a bunch. And I'm going to go ahead and make 2 pure daisies. So I think it was 4 white petals per. There it is. Yeah, 4 mystical white petals each. Go ahead and grab some stone and wood while we're in here. So what we've got to do, put some water in the petal apothecary, and then throw whatever petals we need in there, in this case 4 white ones, and just some regular old wheat seeds to get the flower we want. Alright, now where do I want to put this? I kind of think over here will be the place to work. Move that over a little bit. Alright. So now what we can do, place wood around there. You can see the little particle effects. And we'll do the same thing with stone on this one. Again, you can see the little particle effects, and we're going to wait for those. So I'm going to pause, wait for those to start, and I'll be right back. There we go. There goes the wood. Go ahead and pick that up, and you can hear the stone shifting. There we go. Alright. I'm going to do this a couple more times real quick, get us a bit of a start on some living stone and living wood, and I'll be right back. Alright, I think I've got enough now. Went ahead and put them up. I went ahead, added these drives in between segments, and made 1 drive for each petal. Now that seems like a lot, but that's going to matter later, because I'm going to set up another farm for the Botania flowers, just like I did for the food over there. So I wanted to go ahead and set them up where they're going to store in there, and don't have to do this from in here anymore. I went ahead and ran a line over here, and we've got a terminal. Now this looks pretty ugly, so let's do something about that. We're going to do that and that to get some cable facades. And we shoot fireworks in the wooden room. That's a good plan. Alright, now gotta try and... no, that's not what I wanted. Maybe... let's see, these are kind of tricky to get placed. There we go. Alright. There. All nice and covered up. With the crafting terminal right there in the wall. Very nice. Alright, so now what we're going to do with this stuff... finish collecting these up. First thing we need is a wand. So we need some living wood twigs. Just like that. And doesn't really matter which color we use. We'll make 1 blue, 1 white. And get our wand of the forest. That's basically the wrench for Botania, and I'll show you how much we can do with that later. We're going to go ahead and make a diluted mana pool. And we need a mana spreader. So let's see. Just like so. And now these should work down here. I've tested with these before, and I don't think that got changed in an update, but we'll find out in a moment. So we need yellow, orange, and light blue. There we go, and orange. So that'll be enough to make 8 of these flowers. The Botania flowers will decay over time. So, or at least not all of them, but the passive generating flowers like the Daybloom will decay over time. So that's something to keep in mind. I'm going to go ahead and make 8 of these to get us a good start. And there we go, just like that. Now what the Daybloom does is, whoops, that was smooth. Give me points for that one, right? And betcha, yeah, all kinds of red X over here now. Okay, that's better. These passive generating flowers, the Daybloom, the Nightshade, and the Hydrangea. The Daybloom works off daylight, the Nightshade works off nighttime, and the Hydrangea works with water. So those are the passive generating flowers. They decay over time. Basically the flower dies. So they're really meant as a way to get started in mana before you have any other way, but they're not meant to be a permanent solution. So that's why they're set up that way, and that's fine. That's what we're going to use them for, is get started. So I think maybe the mana gen area, yeah, let's put it over here. So we're going to take these Dayblooms. You can't plant them right next to each other. You will see if we do that, then well, okay, they're bound. Anyway, lay the mana pool in front. You have to space them out. That's the point I was trying to make. And no, they do have to be set outside nowadays, or it's nighttime at the moment. Let's test the nighttime theory. If they have to be set outside, we can still work with it. It's just going to add another step. Okay. Let me decide how I want to work with this. I guess that got fixed in an update. Used to be, as long as it was daytime, they would work underground, but I guess that doesn't work anymore. So let me decide how I want to handle this. I'll be right back. Alright, well, again, this is just going to be a temporary setup. So, okay, there we go. Now it's showing the particles. You see what's happening there? It's showing that you can't have them right next to each other like that. So you gotta place them out diagonal of each other like that, and should be starting to collect some mana for us very slowly. So while we wait on that, we'll run back downstairs, and I think we'll see about some nightshades just to augment those. We can place a few nightshades in these spaces in between. Let's see. So, a couple of black, a gray, and a purple. So I'm going to make those real quick. You've seen me done that enough. And I'll be right back. That's going to take a while. They're not doing anything in the rain. This would be a perfect time for hydrangeas. But they require mana petals. So we've already got to have mana before we can make those. And since they decay, I don't know that the hydrangeas are going to really be worth that. So we're going to let that work, and I'm going to work on something else I wanted to work on, or at least get started on this episode. Now, I don't know if you've noticed, I have been through the room a couple of times, but haven't really pointed it out yet. I've got all kinds of stuff growing in here that I'm not using for the pizza. Well, why is that? Well, I had an idea that biofuel would be a cool way to power the base. So for that, we're going to need a bioreactor. Let's see, what have we got of that stuff? Alright, how about some clay? There we go, got the bricks. The system should know how to make a machine frame. Yep. And what else did we need? Some sugar. And a fermented spider eye. Okay. There we go. Let's get some cable. Does my system know how? Yes, it does. Let it start crafting that. And I think we're going to tie it in somehow with this system. Kind of like to have a separate input for it, though. Let's see. Is this going to connect? I want the ME to connect with the main system, not just the tree system. So I think what I'm going to do, just stick the bioreactor. Oh, that's so close to perfect. Alright. And I think I messed up. Yep. I'm going to stick a lever on that reactor for now because we don't want it to start producing yet. And we need our export bus, which is also going to need a couple of capacity cards. Guess I need to make some pure Certus quartz. Do I have some Certus dust? Yeah, okay. get that to get started. And we need basic cards. That's the advanced card, because I did teach you acceleration cards. So well, we need some calculation processors as well. Should only need a couple. There's 1 and 2. Alright. Okay, I think 2 of these will do for now. Yeah. So what we're going to do is come over here and let's grab some stacks of stuff. Beans, carrots, celery, chili peppers, cucumbers, okra, potatoes. What does that have us to? We need 2 more. Winter squash, and I think my plan was to use pumpkin seeds. So let's see. Let's go back upstairs real quick. Oh good, I've got a couple. Does it know how to craft them yet? Nope. Alright, so let's teach it. So that means now we need a crafting card. Ah. What that'll do for it is teach this export bus that it is allowed to craft pumpkin seeds for us. So let's put the rest of these in there. And it should start exporting in here for us. Okay, I'm thinking an acceleration card is in order here, and I happen to have an extra one. There. Yeah, that's speeding it up. Unfortunately, it's filling this up with celery. Instead, what I want it to do... What are you doing? Oh, I see. Okay. Let me grab another stack of everything so we can fix that buffer. So, like so. Yeah, that'll do the trick. Now, the way this bioreactor works is it will convert seeds or other plantable items like carrots, potatoes, or pretty much any of the Pam's foods, it will convert those into fuel for us. So, we're going to use this to power our base, or provide extra power for our base, I should say. Okay, I'm missing something. What am I missing? Oh, I completely removed all the celery. Dope. Alright. Anyway, the more different items you have in here, the greater that efficiency is. So you can see we've got our efficiency bar maxed out because we've got 9 different types of items in here. So that's going to create a pretty high... Well, let's just flip the lever real quick. Yeah, that brief, quick flip, that's how much biofuel it made. So let's make a drum to use as a buffer. Thank you. And let's get some of those fluid conduits. There they are. And we're going to set this up like so. Set that to extract, always active. Flip that lever off, and this is going to start producing. Unfortunately, this conduit, what is it, 100 millibucket per tick? We might need to upgrade to something that'll extract faster. We could make the ender fluid conduit. That's not horribly difficult. Or maybe we should just let this thing fill up at its own pace. I think we'll do that. So now let's look at bioreactors. Or not bioreactors, biofuel generators. There we go. These will produce 160 RF per tick. So let's make... We'll start with about 5 of them. That should be good. So we want 5 furnaces. The system knows how to make pistons. So let's tell it to make 10 of those. And let's see. Do we know how... Yeah. No, we don't know how to make those. That's alright. We'll just do that. And how are we for plastic? That should give us enough. And what else did we need? Machine frames, of course. There we go. So we're going to line those up like that. How's this doing? It's up to 3 buckets worth. turn this off for a minute. Yeah, it would still be producing at the same speed. Still extracting even though I told it never active. That's interesting. What if I told it to do that? There we go. Okay, and that buffer is still running at the same speed. That's what I was wanting to figure out. So yeah, even if I did upgrade this conduit, it wouldn't do me any good. So I'm going to let this take a minute to build that buffer, and let's go. It should be nighttime by now. We should be able to sleep. Stop that rain. Oh, maybe we worked through the night. Let's go see what's going on upstairs. It is daytime and no rain. Alright. There we go. We've got mana in the mana pool now. Okay. So let's get back to work on this stuff. I'm going to get a couple of things together real quick and I'll be right back. Alright, here we go. We can change this diluted mana pool into a regular mana pool. Unfortunately, now I'm about to lose this mana because I didn't check on it in time. There. And just gonna have to let that build. I was hoping I had enough mana to make a mana diamond, but not yet. And unfortunately, yeah, I was having fun too, but it's time to call it a day. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. That really helps out a lot. Helps people find me in the search results. And be sure to tell your friends about me too. Thank you so much again. This is Galropack, and until next time, we'll see you.